The Syrian Arab Army's blitz offensive against ISIS in the eastern Aleppo combat sector has seen the virtual expunging of the terrorist group's presence from the entire northeastern part of Aleppo province and its forced withdrawal to final defensive lines anchored around the Muskana steplands. Observing this battle at the strategic level, it can be seen that the Tiger forces have conducted their offensive over the last 2 months according to a multi-phase scheme which has seen the liberation of the town of Tadef, the complete sealing of the front line with Turkey-led forces moving down from the north, the reaching of Lake Assad on the Euphrates, and the now still ongoing attempt to cut the Deir Hafa to Raqqa road. The achievements of the last 2 months for the pro-government forces includes the liberation of 150 plus villages and towns within an area of 1,000 square kilometers, the possession of a sizable portion of the Euphrates for the first time in 5 years, and the killing of around 1,000 ISIS militants. In addition to this, any ambitions the Turkey-led forces ever had to push further into the Syrian interior under the pretext of fighting ISIS has forever been denied, as the Tiger forces have driven a 30-kilometer buffer zone between Turkey-led lines and ISIS lines. The elite Tiger forces which are leading this pro-government juggernaut have been conducting their offensive under the privileged conditions of superior manpower and firepower. Since the battle is being fought over the rolling plains of East Aleppo province, where there is very little in the way of urbanized or mountainous terrain, it comes as no surprise that the Tiger forces are employing a third-generation warfare operational model, in which armor, mechanized infantry, artillery and air power is being used to maximum effect, and to which the Tigers are at every advantage. In particular, heavy artillery bombardment and round-the-clock air power is not only being used to smoke out ISIS strongpoints, but it is also being used to destroy all other echelons of the terrorist group's order of battle as far back as their strategic infrastructures. Make no mistake, ISIS is being overwhelmed at every given point of contact in the far eastern Aleppo combat sector. Considering that ISIS has been outflanked multiple times since the liberation of Tadef and forced to retreat in the direction of the Muskana lowlands in order to avoid complete annihilation, their so-called withdrawal could be better described as a general rout, whilst their overall military condition as a fighting force in eastern Aleppo could be described as fundamentally defeated. The expulsion of ISIS from Aleppo province is now a real prospect. That this may happen or not revolves around the ability of the Syrian Arab army to maintain its protracted offensive, whilst ISIS for its part, being both outnumbered and outgunned, has very little say in the matter.